Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A throw over the middle taken in. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And this is going to be Packer football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
On second down, it's Cohen. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Yeah,
like an egg underhanded, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out here to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4.
Come on now, let's go.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and inches, Jackson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on third. On third down, it's Curry, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. They'll run it now out of the gun.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 30 on second down, Jackson completes it to Fitzgerald.
Let's go, baby.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Packers. From 21 yards away, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. On 1st down, Curry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Second and 5 now. Jackson, that catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Curry, and he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Curry. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 23. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple of extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Back to throw now on first down. It's brought in by Harris. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
Check and 2. Check and 2.
Second and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Set. Take your game.
Hey, check. Mike's 42.
Go.
42.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Come. Ready?
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Strong left, strong left, strong left. Everyone got 4.
They'll run on 1st down. Curry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing throwing now. Jackson on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now it's Jackson.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Tiburon Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. Some very intriguing games in that early window, highlighted by the one going on at the Superdome. A big test for the Saints as they get set to take on the Dallas Cowboys. As for the 4 o'clock games, some good ones there as well. One being in Charlotte, where it'll be the Panthers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And then one more to highlight, Sunday Night Football, as the national audience will see a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
We got this.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Jackson now, throwing again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He may try and run for this. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Jackson now. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
And this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up a first down. You've got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, do I even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he finds Fitzgerald. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Curry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back to throw here. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll drop the throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Olsen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Jackson on first down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's third down. The Packers on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's third and 3. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Hey, come on, come on. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll rifle this one deep right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Olsen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 11. Jackson, he's going to loft one deep, and this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Jackson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From a yard out. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
Now the extra point.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Packers 29, Falcons 24.
5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score now.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Here we go.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Over the middle, complete. That's Wagner. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Curry. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 5. A little over 20 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 30 base.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Green Bay, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.